You are inconsistent, and it's not because you lack discipline. Hi, my name is Suzette, and I'm a personal transformation and mindset coach. I help people from all around the world who find it challenging to achieve personal or professional goals, even when taking the right steps. You are inconsistent, and it's not because you lack discipline. But let me say something that might change how you see yourself. You are not inconsistent because you are lazy. You are inconsistent because of who you believe you are. You start strong, you feel motivated, you tell yourself, this time is different, and then you fall out. You stop, you delay, you disappear from your own goals. Then a few days later or weeks later, you start again. When you look back, nothing has really changed. You've been repeating the same cycle. Have you ever found yourself there? And here's where most people get it wrong. You think the problem is motivation. I just need to stay motivated. I need more discipline. But that's not the real issue, because motivation comes and goes. And if your progress depends on how you feel, you will always be inconsistent. So let me ask you something honestly. Do you feel like you become a different person depending on your mood? Who are you when you feel excited? Who are you when you feel tired? And who are you when you feel overwhelmed? Because if those versions of you are completely different, that's the real problem. It's not a discipline problem. It's an identity problem. And that's what we call inconsistency in identity. And this is powerful. So please listen carefully. Inconsistency in identity, when your thoughts, your words, and your actions don't match the person you say you are or the person you're trying to become. So one day you say, I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I'm serious. And the next day you procrastinate, you avoid, you delay. This is internal conflict. And here's why this matters so much. Your brain is always looking for proof of who you are. So when your actions don't match your identity, three things happen. You weaken your self-belief, you create internal confusion, you start doubting yourself, and over time you become who you say you are. You become who your actions prove you are. But let me make this more real for you. If you say I'm disciplined, but your behavior is procrastinating, avoiding hard tasks, only acting that when you feel like it, then your brain goes, that's not who you are. Same thing if you say I'm confident, but you stay quiet when you should speak, you avoid opportunities, you second guess yourself. Your identity becomes unclear even to you. And when your identity is unclear, your actions become inconsistent. You start acting based on how you feel instead of who you've decided to be. And that's why you keep starting and stopping. Consistency does not come from motivation. It comes from identity. So instead of asking, do I feel like doing this? Start asking, what would the person I want to become do right now? And then do that, regardless of how you feel. Because consistency between your thoughts, your words, your action is what turns identity from something you say into something you are. And that's exactly what we fix in what I call the vibrations phase. Because you don't get what you want, you get what you consistently are. So if you are consistently inconsistent, you will get inconsistent results. But when your identity stabilizes, everything changes. Your actions become predictable, your discipline becomes natural, and your results start to compound. If you resonate with this content, like, subscribe, and comment consistent below in the comments. That way you and I can hold each other accountable for making this our best and most successful year yet.